My name's Albert Wright and I'm Managing Director of Small Business Solutions Limited, and I'm also an investor in Digital Youth Academy. I employed James over a year ago as a social digital apprentice to work with Small Business Solutions to get us into the modern world in terms of social digital marketing. And I felt that James could also set us up a new website for London web builders. Now, Oliver was slightly different. He came from a program that was supported by Barnet Local Authority to fund interns in new businesses or existing businesses that needed additional help. I think it was a good experience. It meant that we had some additional resources for the business that left me more time to do other things, whilst certain other things that I would never get around to doing were done by James and Oliver. Yeah, well, as I say, Oliver was linked to the Small Business Solutions side, and he was there to provide us with a new website that showed Small Business Solutions as what it does today, rather than what it did nearly 20 years ago. In the case of James, who did London Web Builders, that enabled us to have a more London-based angle to youth web builders in total, which is a national project. It got me to think about my own business and what I wanted to say about it in the case of Small Business Solutions, and it also helped clarify what our objectives were in promoting youth web builders and how we would recruit both the employer hosts who would provide the work placements for the young people and how we would recruit the young people themselves. One of the things was the youth angle. They understand more the world of digital media than I do. They've grown up with it, which is one of the reasons why we set up Digital Youth Academy in the first place. And they did bring a sort of new urgency or vibrancy, and also a greater knowledge of that marketplace and how young people can now be reached and what young people are interested in, whereas I'm a bit out of touch. Well, I think it was interesting in that James was already part of the business, so we knew one another a little bit, and therefore the progress on the website that James was doing was a bit more rapid than the progress on the website that Oliver was doing. Now, in the case of Oliver, it was like taking on a new person and getting to know them and them getting to know me. So it's not surprising really that Oliver's website took a little bit longer to get created and a little bit longer to get refined. So because James and I knew one another, we were able to work a bit faster. And I think as far as other businesses go, I think the implication would be that if you can bring along somebody to the Youth Web Builders project that you're already familiar with to work with you, rather than being matched with a new person completely, it's likely to work out better and be more efficient. But that's not to say that Oliver and the work he did on Small Business Solutions wasn't of great benefit to us. Most definitely, I think there's two things that we got out of it. One is a positive extra resources to help us get 2 websites up and running in less than 3 months, which I certainly couldn't have done on my own, and I certainly couldn't have done as easily and as cost effectively. If I'd got some outside firm to do the websites, it would have cost me several £1000s to get what we've actually got through James and Oliver. And on the other side, as the 2 young people have said themselves, I think that existing businesses have some role to play in giving young people an element of business experience.